at the time, this is how you promoted yourself as a wrestler. Every country you went to, you just used to write a postcard and put, oh, this is Steve Regal, I'm working in such and such, and send it to the office in all these different countries. Because it always, you know, when you're busy, people want you, right? There's no such thing as, you didn't have any matches on video or anything, you just had 8x10 pictures, and you had your resume of where you've been and who you've worked for, and you sent them out. So I'd send these out about every couple of months to these different promoters all over. So I always kept, WWE kept in touch with me. About every 2 months I would get a letter to my house in Blackpool. You're still on file. Whenever we have the right thing for you, we'll get hold of you. I think that was probably just a generic letter they sent out to anybody that they had on file, right? But Rip Rogers says, Bill Watts is he's very particular about things. He'd like you, just the way you do things. Have you got nice handwriting? And I went, well, that's the only thing I ever learnt at school, right? Because you're 7 years old having a nun whacking you on the knuckles every day because you can't write. So I learned to write, pretty much, right? He said, is it typed, the thing, you know, your resume? I said, yeah. He said, can you handwrite it? I said, yeah. He said, handwrite it and send it. In them days, we used to live in these circus tents where we used to wrestle. We all lived like the circus. We had caravans at the back of the circus tent, right? And like in a fenced-in area. It was a great life, you know, no travelling, all had their own caravans, nice there. I used to have to walk about a quarter of a mile to the payphone to call home. And so I got to the phone box to call my wife, and she said, oh, Bill Watts has just called, can you call him instantly? Well, I hadn't got enough coins, you know. So I had to go and get a load of coins, and I'm back there and I'm firing these coins in, arms going in and out like a fiddler's elbow, right? I'm whacking, trying to call American, I'm just whacking these Deutschmarks into this phone. And I call the office, puts me straight through to him, and this is September. He said, can you start next week? And I said, no. And he said, why not? I said, because I'm booked here till Christmas. He said, have you got a contract? I said, no, but I've given my word and I'm here till Christmas. And it just went silent on the phone. I thought, well, that's that messed up, but that's just the way I do business, right? I give my word I'm going to be here. And after about a minute, he went, you've definitely got the job now. He said, most people would have quit to come to America to get a big opportunity like that. He said, I admire that in you. When can you start? I said, well, I finish here December the 23rd. He said, right, I'll have you here for the 1st of January. And that's how I came to America.
Amazing.
By the time they got my work visas, I didn't actually start. I didn't fly to America till January the 25th of '93, and I started on TV on January the 23rd. I flew in. I started on the 25th.
Wow.
And I was in WCW for all that time, and then I came to WWE for a bit, and obviously I'd gone off the rails a few years in my life, and that was that time. I left, and then a year later I came back, and I've been here ever since.
Wow.
So. Still tongue keeps a wise head has done me very well over the years.
Can I steal that saying?
You can do.
Thank you very much. William Regal.
I think that the best bit of advice I was ever given was make everything you do mean something, else don't bother doing it. And that sounds very simple, but if you actually put that into practice and think about every little detail of why you do this, why you do that, what makes people react, don't take anything for granted. It's a never-ending question that you can never answer, and it's just you work on your skills constantly.